This tutorial will show you how to search for primary sources using Cline Library's digital collections. Digital collections, also known as the digital archives, contains digitized and born digital primary source material from Cline Library Special Collections and Archives, or SCA, as well as regional cultural heritage institutions. You can use digital collections to find digital copies of photographs, letters, diaries and journals, business records, historic documents, maps, oral histories, sound recordings, and films. Begin at the Special Collections and Archives homepage, nau.edu/special-collections. Scroll down to locate Search Digital Archives. Click on the link that reads Search across selected digitized items from our collections. You have now arrived at the home page for digital collections. Digital collections includes materials from different places, including Northern Arizona University's Cline Library, the Arizona Historical Society, the Navajo Nation Museum, the Hopi Cultural Preservation Office, the Grand Canyon National Park Museum, and the Grand Canyon Historical Society. Each of these groups of materials is called a digital collection. You can search and browse across all the digital collections or pick a particular digital collection to explore. The following digital collections are part of Special Collections and Archives at Cline Library: the Colorado Plateau Digital Archives, the NAU Archives, and the NAU Student Newspaper. These three digital collections contain digitized primary source material pertaining to the history of the Colorado Plateau and to the history of Northern Arizona University. The next section of the tutorial will show you some basic search techniques for finding relevant material in digital collections. This part of the tutorial will show you how to search across all digital collections within Cline Library's digital collections. The search box is located on the upper right-hand corner of the page. You will see a blank white search box and a yellow icon of a magnifying glass above the words Advanced Search. You can use the search box to search for people like Georgie White Clark or Paul Begay, for organizations, businesses, or groups like Flagstaff City Council or the Babbitt Brothers Trading Company, for subjects like the geology of Arizona, sheep herding, or river rafts, for locations like the Colorado River or Monument Valley, and for specific dates or time periods like 1910 to 1924 or 1980. For example, let's say you're interested in photographs of Grand Canyon National Park taken before the year 1929. You could enter the search term Grand Canyon National Park into the search box. Then either hit the Enter button on your keyboard or click on the yellow magnifying glass icon to the right of the search box. Your search will retrieve everything in digital collections that has been tagged with the words Grand Canyon National Park. You will see the total number of search results, or records, in the top left-hand corner, above the list of items that match your search. For instance, a search for Grand Canyon National Park retrieves over 3,000 results. You will also see that you have multiple pages of results. You can use the blue drop-down menus on the left-hand side of your search results to get more specific with your results. These menus let you narrow your search results by type, the kind of thing or particular format of an item, by creator, the person, people, group, or organization that created the original item, by date, the date or time period when the original item was created, by subject, the topic or topics represented in this item, and by relation, the group of materials of which this item is a part. For example, since you are interested in photographs of Grand Canyon National Park, you will select Image from the Type menu. This category includes photographs as well as artwork. You can see that in this instance, out of your 3,000 plus search results, over 2,000 are categorized as image. Select the blue link that reads image to see only those search results. Now you have search results, which are all images, tagged with the words Grand Canyon National Park. Because you're specifically interested in photographs of Grand Canyon National Park before 1929, you can go to the left-hand side and scroll down to the Date menu to select results associated with a particular date or date range. Select the gray Show More button at the bottom of the Date menu to see a full list of date results. If you scroll through the full list of dates, you will see a number of dates or date ranges that are before 1929. For example, you could select only search results tagged with the date 1923. Click on the blue text that reads 1923 to see those results. Success! You have now found images of Grand Canyon National Park before 1923 or dating from 1923. For further details regarding each of your search results, you can click on the thumbnail item to the left to see a larger image, as well as more information about the item, or on the title in blue. If you would like to see a larger version of the item, you can click on the blue arrows in the upper right-hand corner of the item to expand it. Below your image, you will see information about that particular item. The next section of this tutorial will show you how to do more advanced searching in digital collections. You can use the Advanced Search menu of digital collections for more detailed or complicated searches. To navigate to the Advanced Search menu, click on the yellow text reading Advanced Search underneath the white search box in the upper right-hand corner. This will take you to the Advanced Search menu. The Collections menu on the left-hand side of the Advanced Search page allows you to limit your search to selected digital collections. As you can see, the default option is the checkbox reading Select All Collections. This means that by default, you are searching across everything in digital collections. This is a good way to search if you are interested in seeing anything and everything pertaining to a particular topic. However, let's say that you have a more complicated research interest. For instance, you're trying to find out more information about a relative who attended Northern Arizona University in the 1950s. Because you know you will be looking for material that relates to the history of NAU, you want to limit your search to only the digital collections that have material about NAU. First, click on the gray Show All button below Collections to see the full list of digital collections. As you can see, all the digital collections are currently checked. To narrow your search to only the digital collections that have materials related to NAU, first uncheck the box that reads Select All Collections. Now none of the collections are checked. Then check NAU Archives and NAU Student Newspaper to narrow your search to only the digital collections pertaining to NAU. Click the blue Save button under the gray Show Less button to update your search. Now that you've narrowed down your search to only the digital collections that contain materials related to NAU, you can use the Enter Search Term and Enter Date menus to do your searching. If you want to use multiple search terms, you can use the gray Add Row button below the Enter Search Term menu. Let's say that you know that your relative's first name is Lupe and that they played basketball and that they attended NAU sometime in the 1950s. You could enter Lupe in this Enter Search Term search box. Then you could use the Add Row button to add another search box and add the search term basketball. To see only results for materials dated after 1950, you can use the drop-down menu under Enter Date. Select After from the drop-down menu, and then enter 1950 in the search box to the right. This will search for material with dates after 1950. Finally, click on the blue Search button at the bottom of the page to complete your search. Like before, you will see a list of all your search results. You can click on any one of these results to learn more about the item. For instance, let's say you want to look at this item. You will see another search menu on the right-hand side of the item that reads Search This Record. This means that this search box is specifically searching this item for your information. You can see the terms that you entered before in the search box. Lupe, basketball, and a date range starting in 1951 and going into the far future. You can click on the search icon to the far right of this search box to find the specific parts of the item, in this case, pages of the La Cuesta yearbook, where your search terms are found. Let's say you want to narrow it to just look for where the word Lupe is found in this item. Click on the search icon to the specific pages or parts of the item where your search term is found will be highlighted in red. So you can say here that this page is highlighted because of this photo. Remember, you can always contact Special Collections and Archives staff through the Ask Us service with any questions about digital collections. You can also contact SCA staff by phone at 928-523-5551 or by email at special.collections@nau.edu.